5 of my Christmas recipes with spilling the sweet tea are these mini cranberry cornbread loaves. If you can't tell, I love cranberries and they're perfect for the holiday season. To make these cornbread loaves, I'm using Miss Lena's cornbread mix produced by me, spilling the sweet tea. Miss Lena's is my food brand that I created in 2020. We have biscuit mixes as well as we just launched our cornbread mix. We also have jam and preserves, but they're on a hiatus right now. To make this cornbread, you just want to add your mix to a bowl just like this. And you just want to follow the package instructions. You're going to need 3 eggs. As a food content creator and also a food brand owner, I love showing you various ways you can use my product. There are so many things you can add, especially around the holiday season. The last time I was making cornbread, I was showing you guys how to make gingerbread corn muffins. And this time around, I'm showing you guys how to make cranberry corn muffins. So once you have your 3 eggs cracked, if you follow me, you already know I'm going to clean my eggs. I'm going to do it every time. My mama, Shirley Mae, and even my father, whenever they cooked anything with an egg, they would always grab a spoon and get that little white part. I call it egg snot. I would always get that out. I know there is nothing wrong with it, but it's just something I saw my parents do all the time when they were cooking, and I, to this day, do it. I honestly think it's called being a creature of habit because this is something that I always do anytime I'm making eggs or cooking with eggs. Once you have your eggs in, the next thing you want to add is some milk. Y'all, look at these cute measuring cups I found at Target. These are ceramic measuring cups that are shaped like a Christmas tree. Baby, they were right in the dollar spot. That spot gets me every time. Every time I walk in there, I get something. Baby, honestly and truly, Target just does not miss. So I'm just adding in 1 cup of milk. This is according to the package instructions on the Miss Lena's cornbread mix. You don't need buttermilk. You can just use whole milk or any milk you see fit. Once you add your milk, you want to just give everything a good mix. If you're not familiar with my brand, I started my brand Miss Lena's, like I said, in 2020. It is truly a reflection of my childhood growing up in North Carolina. My mom used to make homemade peach preserves and homemade biscuits all the time. So I wanted to bring a food brand to life that honors her and honored everything that she taught me in the kitchen. Miss Lena started here in my kitchen, but now it's being co-packed in a facility, which is such a blessing. All right, once you have everything combined, you're going to need 1 cup of fresh cranberries. If you're like me, you make your own cranberry sauce. I always have lots of cranberries left over, so I'm using my cranberries in my cornbread mix. The tartness of the cranberries and the sweetness of the cornbread, when I tell you, it just hits different. The last ingredient is, of course, 1 stick of melted butter. This is according to the package instructions. The cornbread mix does not have any animal products in it, so you can use ingredients if you're vegan to make this cornbread. It is not gluten-free. I'm going to be working on some gluten-free options next year, but this is not gluten-free cornbread. It does have all-purpose flour in the mix. Once you have everything well incorporated, you just want to spray your muffin tins. I have this Wilton mini loaves pan. I'm going to use this to make my cornbread muffins. I'm just spraying my tin with a little bit of cooking spray. You want to make sure you use cooking spray so your muffins do not stick to your pan. Baby, look at this cornbread batter. It looks so festive with these cranberries in it. I love showing you guys different recipes to use my product, especially when it aligns to different holiday recipes. Now you want to add about a 1/4 cup of batter into your muffin tins. The cornbread will rise just a bit, so you don't want to overfill your tin. You want to use just about that much, maybe a little bit more into your tin. Last year, I showed you guys how to make cranberry biscuits. I put some dried cranberries in my biscuit mix, my Miss Lena's biscuit mix, and showed you guys how to make cranberry biscuits. And baby, this year it's cornbread corn muffins. Baby, look at God. I always tap my cornbread a little bit on the counter before I put them in the oven. You want to bake these on 350 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. After they come out the oven, they look just like this, fresh out the oven, fabulous. You can see that the cranberries have burst. During the baking process, they look so pretty and so festive. This is optional, but I'm just going to brush my cornbread muffins with a little bit of melted butter. I don't know, everything to me is better with butter, so I'm just going to add a little bit of melted butter to the top. You don't have to do this, but I'm just going to add some butter. And baby, that's it. That's all. That's how you make Miss Lena's cranberry corn muffins or mini loaves or whatever you want to call them. These were so good. You can find Miss Lena's cornbread on my website, www.spillingthesweettea.com. Miss Lena's cornbread mix will also be on Amazon.com. Coming soon. By the end of this week, it should definitely be on Amazon. If you're looking for something to serve on the side of your Christmas dinner, you should definitely make these cranberry corn muffins. They are so good. Cheers to the holiday season. Thank you so much for following me and liking my video. These cranberry corn muffins were spilling the sweet tea. Approved.